Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you this look here. I know this isn't a full look, but I thought I'd really find the time to explain my contour, foundation and base routine. So first we're going to start off with a clean slate, and I've actually got a bit of foundation on at the moment, so I'm going to remove it with my MAC makeup wipes. So there we go, and next you want to prime your face, and I'm using some products that I always use, and also I'm trying out a new product. So first I'm going to be using the Lancôme Dreamtone Skin Corrector. I think it's Ultimate Dark Spot Corrector Beautiful Skin Tone Creator. It's in number 2, and they're basically in 3 numbers. Each number targets a different kind of thing, and also is better for different skin tones. And when I got it, I was a lot darker skinned than I am now, because obviously we're just kind of coming out of winter and into summer. So at the moment I'm pretty pale, so I'm gonna I think they all got pretty similar formulas. So, and it was kind of expensive, I won't lie. It was about $110 I think, but it came in a special gift box and stuff. It was really nice. So I kind of just work that into my T-zone mostly, where I get breakouts, as you can see, teenage skin. Okay, now next I'm going to use another old favourite from Lancôme. It is the Génifique Yeux Light Pearl. It's basically a eye serum. And I do all my skincare before I put on my makeup instead of at night, because I feel like it just kind of creates a barrier, so my foundation isn't all like gooey and soak into my pores and stuff. So I kind of I don't put that in as firmly with my finger, because your eye area is very delicate and you can get wrinkles and sore spots and stuff. So I even just smooth this onto my eyebrows. It's probably weird to do that. I'm looking in a mirror over here, by the way. And then next I use a product from MAC. This is the Strobe Liquid Lotion. And you can get it in this. You can also get it in a tube, which is the like a goopier one. This is more like a liquid. And I kind of just put on my cheeks, even though I will be using a full coverage foundation because I'm going to be going out tonight. I still put it on because I feel like it's a good moisturising product. Now one more product. This is a new one for me. I'm going to be using the Napoleon Perdis Autopilot Radiance Boosting Primer. And this is actually my mum's, but we got it together on a shopping trip and she never really claimed it. I will give it back to her, but she's in Asia at the moment, in Cambodia, so no point really giving it to her now, so I'm just going to be using it for a while. Here it is, very cute packaging, Napoleon Perdis. Always love their packaging. So let's have a look. Okay, so it's a tinted kind of colour. Let's just see how this goes on. It doesn't have that much coverage, but it still has a little bit. I probably wouldn't suggest this primer if you had a darker skin tone, because it is very cream coloured and it doesn't really spread well. You do need more than one kind of squirt to get all around your face. It's halfway between foundation, it's very close to foundation kind of texture, but it also has that kind of lotion feeling to it. So it's an interesting one. I never really focus much on putting stuff on my forehead. Like I do a little bit, but because you don't really see my forehead with my fringe, I just kind of, yeah. Okay, so I put the lid back on that. And now we're going to start off, well, we've already started off. Now we're going to go in with foundation. Now, I use a liquid foundation. I'll just get my brush and show you what brush I use. I use this brush. It is Real Techniques by Samantha Chapman, and it's the Essential Foundation brush. I think it might also be called a pointed foundation brush. I'm not sure, but it's really good for kind of, it's a middle of the road kind of application. It's not like a buffing brush that'll kind of like buff it in and keep a kind of softer coverage. It is more of a medium kind of coverage. It'll pack it on pretty good. And at the moment, winter has finished, but I'm an NW10 by MAC Studio Fix Fluid. I like this for summer too because it's SPF 15. And I do have it in NC 15, which is just a tiny bit darker. This is the darker, this is the lighter one. But I'm going to be using the lighter one today. I use the darker one when I do my aunt's makeup. Like, I've done her makeup a little bit for weddings and stuff. I just fan this brush out. I squeeze it so it goes out into a kind of fan shape. Then I squeeze some foundation onto it. And then I just kind of gently wipe it onto the skin, kind of. I wipe so I get a bit of product, and then I kind of push it into the skin. I really like this because though it goes on feeling quite oily, it has that kind of mattifying effect. So it'll dry. Today's pretty hot. It's 27 today. It's November, obviously. November 7th or 6th or something, and it's been a pretty hot day. It was my last day ever of college today. So I like putting my makeup on hot days because I find it kind of dries on the face easier. If it's cold, I'm like standing there fanning my face for fucking years. Now make sure, if you don't have a fringe, obviously get all the way up here, but I kind of just go over my eyebrows. Now, that's all the kind of coverage you need. You can still see some skin tone through it, but that's going to be covered up soon when we do contouring. So, here are the products I use for contouring. You can see they're two different sizes. First, I'm going to use the MAC Pure White Paint Stick, and it is basically this big, just stick of kind of creamy stuff. Doesn't that sound nice? Stick of creamy stuff. And if you're darker than me, which I think almost everyone would be, you could use a concealer stick like this to highlight with, but it'll make a shade light enough to highlight my face within this kind of concealer. This is my contouring one. As you can see, it's not really my shade. This is in number 8, and it's the Matchmaster Concealer, but the is kind of rubbed out, so maybe it's Matchmaster Conceal. I'm not sure. Like scrubbed out, you can see there. So I'm going to go in with a highlighter. And as you guys, if you know me in person, you'll know I go big or go home. So you can kind of do it at your own, like, level. Not saying I'm a higher level, but you're like, you know, I like to have quite a dramatic effect with my makeup. This is all going to be blended away though, so it's going to be much less dramatic than how it looks now. Now it looks pretty ridiculous. So I put that away. Now I'm going in with my contour shade. And this one I'm not going to be heavy with. All I'm going to do is do that line here. Line here. Then I do a circle around my chin. Now that these contour are normal, I'm not sure if other people do that. And then another line under here to kind of get rid of my double chin. Then down the sides of the nose and like just a bit of it here to like blend with. So there's those things done. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to go in with my Complexion Perfection brush by Napoleon Perdis. I am a Napoleon Perdis brush fan, and the reason is I was given a very nice brush set, like a whole roll of professional brushes, like cost a really expensive lovely set for my 18th birthday present by my auntie and granddad. So I'm a fan of their brushes. I only have 4 MAC brushes and like 6 Real Techniques brushes, and the rest is mostly Napoleon Perdis. They're really good quality. I don't know if they sell them out of Australia and New Zealand, but I'm a massive fan. So first we're going to start off. Oh yeah, I also use this brush by Napoleon Perdis, and it's brush number 14 in the big roll of, I'll show you the thing. They come in like a massive roll of stuff, what am I saying? A massive leather thing, which is less than ideal because I'm a vegetarian, but still, you can't really say no to a present, can you? A leather thing, and you roll it up. But I've taken them out and I put them in my little brush jug. My other auntie gave this to me. It's so cute. She doesn't use it for milk or anything anymore because the handle's fallen off. It's just glue tacked. But I really like it. Oh. And my other brush holder is like a little baby head. It's really cute too. I stole that off my mum. I think it's a vase. They're both vases. Oh no, one's a jug. I don't know. So first I'm going to blend out the white. So this is a little detail brush, number 14. So I'm kind of blending the white to where the brown goes. As I said before, the white is your cream highlighter shade or liquid. I prefer to work with creams for contouring, and then once I use cream, I then kind of blend it out, set my whole face with a translucent powder, as you'll see, and then I go in with a powder contour and highlight as well, just because, you know, gotta get that Kim K flawless contoured look. Oh, and I forgot, with my little contouring stick, I also kind of, I don't know if this is normal, I go in the crease a little bit, just because you don't want if you have highlight down here, you don't want highlight in your eye, because you look like you've been wearing sunglasses or like ski goggles, and that is not a good look. Now I'm going in with the Complexion Perfection brush 17S by Napoleon Perdis, and I'm just going to start by just gently blending. Now this one, blending takes a long time, I do not deny that, but it's kind of meditative, I guess. So this one, I'm just kind of blending down the neck to kind of match up to my normal skin, so I don't look like I'm wearing a mask or a massive cake face. In high school we used to call it a slut line, like if you had a big line of where your foundation goes, and I'm just gonna kind of just dab some of that on. I love cream products because they don't set like a liquid does. They kind of stay creamy, which I guess some people would say is annoying because you need to set them, but like I have this massive jar of setting stuff, so it's no problem to set things for me. So I'm kind of just buffing out. Sometimes I'll switch up. This brush is limited edition. It's the Kelly Osbourne by MAC. It's just a small buffing brush. I'm not sure what name they had for it. I think it might have been mini buffing brush. And this is so good. It's so good for just like anything. You can use it for powders, for creams, for liquids. I wish I had like 10 of them because I would definitely use them all for different things. But I kind of just use this for face products. But you could use it for blush. You could use it for highlighting. I used to use it for that. This brush, I'm pretty sure, I think it was $90. So it's a bit of a investment, but it's worth it. It's just so gorgeous and it looks cute too. So I think I've gotten all the spots off my neck and kind of blended down so my face doesn't look stupid. Now I'm going to start blending the face. Now this kind of thing, I'm just going to swirl and blend. Swirl. Chocolate and vanilla, swirl, swirl. If you haven't seen Orange is the New Black, you need to see it. It's like funniest show ever. It's about this chick that goes to prison and she's like a lesbian that's turned into a not lesbian, or a not lesbian that turned into a lesbian that stopped being a lesbian, or just bisexual, I guess you could say. And she's this middle class girl that has ended up in prison with a lot of people that are really not middle class. I think if you have Netflix in your country, it's on Netflix. We in Australia do not, so I just got it on DVD. So kind of blending out. You can probably see I'm looking gradually less stupid. Still like a bit stupid, but like just gradually looking less like a complete idiot. Like a, I don't know. I think contour looks so funny when you put on a green contour if you don't blend it out. If you want to see some fun examples of that, look up the video on YouTube, people trying Kim Kardashian makeup for the first time. It's pretty funny. They look like horrified before it's blended in. Or if you want to see actual good contouring, look up how videos like how to lose 10 pounds with makeup or something. 10 pounds, what is that, like 4 kilos? Okay. Now, I'm just going to put a tiny bit more white here. Now, I'm going to set this with the Chanel Poudre Universelle Libre, which translates to natural finish loose powder. And natural finish means a translucent powder. So I guess it would be natural. Most people, it just comes with this little sponge. Now this is called baking. You just kind of put on your makeup. I'm going to get a brush out of here. This is an expert face brush. I've used it so much it's nearly rubbed off. It's an expert face brush. It's my favourite brush by Real Techniques. So I'm just getting some of this translucent powder and just dabbing it on like this. This looks stupid, but this is going to be buffed off and in, so like don't hate because you ain't. Now, like, people might say this shit is all pointless. If you're going to go over the top with powder, you may as well just do it with powder. And, like, yeah, I guess you could do it with powder and it'd look the same for an hour. But after then, unless you're reapplying your powder constantly, your contour is going to rub off or, like, just sweat off or slip. But I really find when you do this kind of look, though you might not think it does that much of a difference to your overall makeup, it actually really does. So now I've kind of patted that and pushed it into my face. You'll notice it wasn't a wiping kind of thing, it was a pushing in like this. Now I've kind of pushed that in, I can put this away. And I can get this brush again, my little beauty, and just like buff out all the powder. So you can probably notice a bit of a difference. I'm starting to look a bit nicer already, a bit more contoured, and like it's all just blending and knowing about the way light hits the face and the areas you want to bring out, like here, your chin, your the tops of your cheekbones, and you want to sink in the cheekbones. So now I'm going to be going in with my favourite highlighter and contour, and these are the only two Nars products that I have, but they are amazing, and I'm pretty sure the two of these was like almost $90, so it's fucking expensive. And you can get these at Mecca Cosmetics in Sydney. Obviously I don't think you can get them anywhere in Hobart. My dad keeps saying I should open a shop in Hobart that sells like Yves Saint Laurent and Lime Crime and Nars and stuff like that. That would be awesome. And like Urban Decay and all different stuff like that. Makeup store, whatever, Steeler, Stigma, all those different shops that we don't have down here. But I don't know whether there'd be enough market here. Hobart people are pretty cheap, or they don't want to splash on makeup, even when you should. I might do a video about what makeup you should splurge on and what makeup you should save on. I think Makeup Geek is doing a kind of series like that. So I'm going to go in with my two favourite highlighter and contouring brushes. This is, just do a little wipey. This is the contouring, well, I put little labels on them to tell myself what I do with them, because I hate, like, if I was using this for eyeshadow yesterday and then I forget, like, because I have really bad memory. But this is brush number 18 from Napoleon Perdis brush set thing. So we're going to get our powder. Now, oh, I didn't tell you the powder. You're probably all thinking, oh yeah, another typical white girl with a Laguna. But I actually have Casino. I really like Casino. It is like, just like, it's a gorgeous chocolate brown colour. It reminds me of like the colour of a Labrador, a chocolate lab or something. But I find Laguna is too orange on me. Things just go orange on me. I think it's to do with the oil in my skin. But I think my nan has the same thing. That things just go orange on her. So this is a really green toned bronzer. a contour shade. So I kind of just putting this under the cheekbones. So there's that. Yes, I know I go statement, but I don't care if you think I look better natural. I might, like, maybe I do look better natural. I'm not saying this makes me look better. I'm just saying this is how I like to wear my makeup. So if you like how I wear my makeup, then watch this video. If you don't watch this video. Oh no, a tear. Just casually start crying while I'm doing my makeup. Crying. Got a little bit emotional there. So, yeah, back to contouring. Just kind of wipe it on. Then, what I do is I spread the brush like this, and I just put it down my nose. And then, get my trusty old buffing brush and buff that out. Now, I'm going to be using my favourite highlighting brush, my little label. This is brush number 19. So, as the numbers go up in the set, they get bigger. So, now I'm going to be using another Nars product. This, I do agree with all the hype on this one. Albatros, gorgeous highlighter. It's like a white. Obviously, this would not be an ideal highlighter if you don't have kind of Western or pale Asian skin. It is not the kind of product that any race could use, really, or any colour skin. I'm just putting this on the usual kind of highlighting spots down the nose, Cupid's bow, a little bit on the chin, because my chin tends to go a bit. Good place to screenshot that. So I kind of just like to highlight. And one side always looks way more shiny than the other. And that's why someone invented buffing brushes. So you can just do that. And today for my blush, I think I might get a blush out of my palette today. I have so many blushes. I like cream and liquid blushes, but here's my MAC palette. Oh, so pretty. It's filled up with gorgeous eyeshadows and blushes and stuff. So today I'm gonna go with, I'll get a, here's just a random, it's brush number 20. I'm just gonna get Breath of Joy, Full of Joy, which is this really pretty colour. They're all permanents. They are all available in this kind of deal, or you can get them ready to go in a palette, which is cheaper, but you can only get the palette ones at a MAC Pro Shop. So, oh yeah, it's called Full of Joy, not Breath of Joy, because I get the two mixed up. This is Breath of Plum, and the other one's Full of Joy. So, I kind of just squeeze this. And I think I look really cute in this colour, like a doll. And I would just buff that in and buff out my nose. I'm going to show you guys how to do the brows. My brows, I would say my brows are the kind of routine that is a fairly easy routine that almost anyone could follow. So first, this is like a little spoolie / eyelash comb. the name's rubbed off. I don't even know who it's by. It's just a cheapie from Priceline. And just all I'm going to do is I'm going to brush through my eyebrows. Now that's already looking a bit better. Now just brush them through, make sure all the hairs are going the way you want them to. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out my black pencil, which is Black Chromographic Pencil by MAC, and it's just a pure black. You can also wear this on your lips, but all I do is I just really gently put this on the end, only the end after the arch. And this is just because you want to kind of ombre. You don't want just thick brows, same colour all the way. Okay, so now I've brushed them through and done the black. All I need to do is get out, okay, where is it? I hate it when you cover, oh, here we go. So I actually use this colour, which everyone, if you work at MAC or you know about MAC, you're going to laugh at me for using this, but this is Teddy. And it is like a sparkly brown, grey kind of colour, and everyone goes, you use Teddy on your brows, but because my hair has no yellow tone whatsoever, if I wear a red toned eyebrow pencil, it looks stupid. If I use a green tone, that looks stupid, like a green tone, like lingering. I have that, and no, they all look stupid. So I got my brows done at MAC, and I just didn't like how they did them because they were so red toned, and my hair is purple. It's like blue toned, so you want like a blue grey toned eyebrow pencil for this kind of hair. So all I do is kind of line the bottom, and don't colour in this bit here, just kind of smooth it down. Now this one's a bit shorter than the other one, so I kind of draw it forward a little bit. You can know how to do it by just putting the pencil up like that. So yeah, there's that done. I'm gonna get my little spoolie. Just gonna, oh, this is bent. Oh, that's better. Just gonna spoolie. Now, there's that. Now I'm going to take that's a lip one. Where is it? Oh, I keep grabbing the wrong brush. Okay, so this brush here, it's the Napoleon Perdis brush 10, and I'm going to get my concealing palette by MAC, this little beauty here. It is the Pro Conceal and Correct palette in light. It has 6 shades. You may have noticed with my foundation routine, I do not use concealer. That's just a personal thing. I use this kind of shade for my natural colour. Can you see that? I just kind of run a bit, grab a bit on the brush, and I just go up top. You see how that's already making the brows stand out? And then just kind of blend that down and up. I'm going out for dinner tonight with my boyfriend and my dad. Just because we need a chaperone. Nah, it's because we're going out to celebrate 6 weeks together, and also to celebrate I graduated school today. So now the eyebrows are looking a bit more cute, I'm just gonna get this brush, which probably just has leftover translucent powder on it, and just stick them down. Then I'm gonna get this brush, which I love, this little square shader brush, or whatever it's called. It's number 8. It's got a little square head. It's by Napoleon, Perdis, like almost all my brushes are. Now I'm gonna get my little palette by Revlon, and it is very nice for brows. It has basically every shade of brow you would need, from really blonde. I don't think it's actually meant for brows. I think it's eyeshadow, but YOLO. So I'm just taking this colour here, and I'm going to put this at the start of my brows. So just dip it in. I swear I'm the only YouTuber that doesn't use any cream products apart from the concealer for their brows. I've always wanted to try that Anastasia dip brow, but that's another thing you just can't get in Hobart. It's good to have one where the width is the width of the brow you want. And I'm just smoothing that in. Okay, now my last brow step is just to grab my brow gel by MAC, the brow set, in clear. Now this probably doesn't look clear to you, but I assure you it is. It just, all the brown gets on the brush and then makes the clear go brown, which is actually good because I wanted to have a brown one, but they didn't have any, so I just got a clear one, and now I made my own brown one. So there you go, guys. If you want to turn a clear one into a brown one, just put some brown eyeshadow in on the brush and then like stir it through. It was not even intentional. And just smoothing that through. Now my brows are gonna set there. Let me just fix this up. I feel like this is too much in. And this too. Okay, that's good.